Hi guys, welcome back to Nintendo Minute. So we are at E3.
At E3.
At
yes.
E3 with some very, very special guests today. We have Mr. Koizumi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being on the show again.
久しぶりです。
Thank you. It's great to see you again.
You too. Mr. Motokura is here with us as well. Very excited to have him on the show as well.
はい、今日すごい楽しみにしてます。
Yes, I've really been looking forward to this.
Great. And then of course we have Scott, our amazing translator.
Thank you.
And
Thank
just
you.
generally great
Yes.
person.
So today we're talking Super Mario Odyssey.
In case you didn't
as,
figure that out,
We've all
as
decked
you-
out here.
Yeah.
And we've got the game with us.
We have two areas that we're going to show today, but I'm going to play first here. And the first thing is just, looking around this amazing environment. And one thing that's really cool about this game is that you can use Mario's cap, and his name is Cappy.
Cappy.
Yes. And you can actually control Cappy in some pretty cool ways. You can flick the Joy-Con and kick the wrist to the right or left to make Cappy go some different directions. You can even have him do a crazy spin. So lots of different ways to use Cappy, and kind of an integral part of this game is using Cappy and kind of exploring and seeing what you can do with it.
Now Cappy, sometimes in some of the speaking scenes, he appears as the white hat, but then he's also part of Mario's hat. What is the difference between the two?
So Cappy's true form is this white top hat sort of appearance. But he's the sort of guy who wants to know more about lots of different kinds of hats, and that's one of the reasons he's enjoying traveling with Mario so much. And Mario, it just so happens, for reasons we can't explain yet, has lost his hat, so this was a nice coincidence.
So what I've learned so far, this town is frozen, Mario is cold. What's happening?
It's very cold.
そうですね。本当
So this is
は
normally a really hot place, as you would imagine, but for a certain reason, everything is frozen right now. In fact, at this point, you don't even know yet if this was Bowser's doing or not.
I do like the visual touches because you're obviously in a desert, not a place that's cold often,
Right.
but there's enough flourishes, like you can see sort of, the cold air coming off of these big structures of ice and his shivering. It really does feel cold.
It does feel cold. And then when you look through the ice, I like the way it
It's
reflects
distorted.
through. Yeah, it's really cool.
So you can go really in any direction. Do you find that people go a certain way once they get into this desert initially?
そうです。
Yeah, people are certainly free to explore, but we also show them an objective right at the beginning when they enter the level. So if they want to head for that, they certainly won't get
Yeah,
lost.
so this actually allows you
光
to
にです
see
ね
the objective, which is
光
right
が
here.
こう柱みたいな。
Yeah, you see that pillar of light over on top of the tower,
でもどこに行っても自由です。
but you can go anywhere you like.
This is cool. So it's nice to maybe see what's around you. You can form a plan of what you would like to explore.
深く使って、次をどこか決めればいいですね。
そうですね。
I love that move.
That's
too.
a, that's a
It's my
handy one.
favorite, yeah.
Surrounded. Nope.
Oh.
That's nice too.
I learned that from you actually.
You kind of
The greatest compliment
Good
of my
job.
life.
Greatest?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
Wow.
feeling good right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my favorite part too. Cappy obviously can take over different classic Mario enemies. Like, what go here?
うん。
That was close.
And of course, they get the mustache as well, which is really
You
good.
gotta get that.
Yeah.
ちょっとだけひげつけますね。
そうです。いろんなものにヒゲがついてる。
Yeah, we really enjoyed putting mustaches on lots of different
Who doesn't?
Do many on the development team grow mustaches to get into the spirit of creating a Mario game?
You have a mustache.
Yeah.
Now, there's something that you're collecting as you're kind of exploring the levels, which are these green moons.
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about sort of that?
これが今回
That's
集める
the item that
パワ
you'll
ー
be
ムーン
collecting in
と
this game
呼
called
ばれる
Power Moons.
And something that I like about those is there's so many all around
Sorry.
you, but when you get one, you aren't taken out. You can just sort of keep going from where you left off.
そうですね。今回
That's right, we moved away from the previous
64
convention of taking the player out of the stage when they pick up a star or a moon, for example. This allows you to play continuously without interruption.
I saw that block was sparkling
Yeah.
a little bit, and I was like,
Must
I
be
wonder
something about
what's
that
in
one.
僕
there.
は光ってましたのでちょっと怪しいと。
ヒント。
That's a bit of a hint in that sparkle.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and when I get the moon, it also restores all my
yeah,
hearts as
yeah.
well.
And
which is
also,
good.
I also like how it logs when you got it, so you can kind of make sort of a mental journal of how you went through the game.
なんか旅行とか行くと自分で
Yeah, because our theme is the journey this time around, we really wanted to give people sort of like a travel journal feel when they see the date attached to that power moon we picked up.
お、そこはなんかある。 Oh.
Impressed.
These reactions are very like comforting to me. I
selling
really
this,
like this. It's helping me a lot.
気づいてくれてすごい嬉しいです。
反応してくれてありがとうございます。
So this is really cool. This is like parts of the game where it becomes your like traditional 8-bit Mario. What kind of inspired this type of element in the game?
割とおおら
It's
か
a
な
really good opportunity for us in this big 3D sandbox space to give people a little bit different gameplay feel and maybe even give them a little bit of a challenge that kind of breaks up the feeling of exploration that they have in the 3D world.
Oh. Come on, Moon.
I thought you were just going to get it.
I
No.
was really like,
Not so
oh, I
much.
got this.
So Super Mario 64 is my favorite game of all time, and one of the reasons why is even after you got all the stars, it was fun to just go back into the levels and kind of make your own, challenges for yourself and see how you might navigate it in different ways. And I really get that feel from this game as well. So I'm curious if they, beyond the Power Moons themselves, did they create these worlds to just have so much for people to experiment with?
まあもともとその
There's definitely this running theme of freedom that you'll find in any of the sandbox space Mario games. So certainly in Super Mario 64, it would reward exploration, but also give you a reason to go back and just take a look around from a different angle. And that's something we definitely tried to create here as well.
That would seem to be a bad move, but here we are.
まずいかなと思ったんですけど。
I've been here before.
So in some of the kingdoms we've seen so far, there seems to be more of a balance of classic Mario enemies, but maybe a setting that feels a bit more familiar to the real world. Like, how did you balance something so that it still feels Mario, and obviously would be very different from Mario, but is familiar to the player?
そうですね。
Yeah, because Mario is setting out from the Mushroom Kingdom on this adventure, on this journey, every world that he encounters, every kingdom he goes to is going to feel like a completely different place to him. But yeah, you're right. Some of those do look like the place that we've been before.
Just have to pause to groan at that.
Sorry, you had a very smart
We were
answer.
in the middle of a
that you
deep thought right
that I
there.
wasn't listening to. Continue.
But you'll see that whenever he encounters some places that, even though they're familiar to us, he is interacting with them in new ways that we would not, certainly.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yes.
Hold
Yes.
on, just wait.
Okay, patience.
Patience. I'm gonna get these coins.
Go.
Okay,
I'm gonna go down here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That only took like 10 minutes, but we got time. It's okay.
So this creature,
これはこの国
Oh my gosh.
生き物
this jaguar taxi is a creature, let's say, that only lives in this world, but certainly is a lot of fun and convenient to ride.
So as soon as you jump on, he like takes off and is going insane. And then you can like kind of run through things. Whee! Whee! Okay. I stop this now. Oh my goodness. So fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have one other area to show.
We're going to take a little trip to
Kit-
New Donk City.
Kit is dying to
and, I'll be
play
doing
New
this.
Donk City.
So we'll get that set up and we'll be right back.
So out of the desert into the city.
Into the city.
Yeah, completely different environment, which is very cool. I think you can see that the purple coins are now a little bit different as well from when you saw them in the desert
Yeah, these
area.
are specific to this kingdom here. Let's talk to some of the citizens here. So what do you think a common question is? We have, more human-looking characters here. Mario obviously looks like Mario. What is the difference?
Perhaps the best way to say it is that the human characters you're encountering here and Mario also live on an Earth together.
I like that.
It's like a meta answer. It's very
Now this is something that really gets people going. You can count how many times you can jump the rope. I won't do it here, but I'm curious, what is the highest from the dev team on the jumping rope?
yeah.
ちょっと数
I
は
don't know if I can tell you the exact answer of the number of times that their record is, but I can tell you their people are a lot better at it than I am.
I'm not very good at the jumping
Yeah.
rope either, actually.
And here we have a returning face, Pauline, who is the mayor of the city. How did you want her to play this role in New Donk City?
So based on the environment, we knew we were going to be creating something that was referencing a previous game in Donkey Kong. And we had the city name, New Donk City, and we knew the best person to represent that city was pulling another character from that game, Pauline.
So I think it's really interesting that this world that Mario is exploring is so different than previous Mario games, and Mr. Koizumi has worked on so many Mario games. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on sort of how the series has evolved, and where are we now with this particular Mario game.
まず一番大きいのは
So probably one of the biggest changes that's happened over time in the Mario series is going from those old 2D side scrollers to exploring a 3D space and having all of those little discoveries waiting for you. And even within those 3D Mario games, you'll see a couple of different styles where some of them ask you to go down a certain route and try to reach a goal or an endpoint. Others give you a lot of freedom and let you explore, making that the core focus of the gameplay itself. And you see here, we're returning to that idea, which you last would have seen in Super Mario Sunshine.
The city's such an interesting environment because there's so many little nooks and crannies to kind of explore, and there's always something kind of behind every corner. Oh, how do you get down there? Oh, how'd you know that?
Did you feel anything in the controller?
Yeah, I did feel the vibration. Yes.
HD Shingo.
HDC
Yes, that's the HD rumble.
That is.
宣伝させてください
So tell everyone you know.
You heard it here first, guys.
And I like how much you can get from rooftop to rooftop, and it kind of becomes a game in itself. It's like, how high can I get? How can I not, go down to the ground level?
そうですね、そのマリオのアクションっていうのは
Yeah, I think that's a really key way to enjoy the game. In that Mario has so many different actions that he can perform. You can find lots of different ways, different routes, different means of getting to certain parts of the level, and that's a lot of the joy of the exploration.
クリアするまで見つからないアクションもあるかもしれない。
And I'm sure there will be people who even beat the game without even finding some of these harder to pull off actions.
Yeah. Are you gonna get your formal outfit on? I really want
I should
to.
find that, yeah.
Yeah. He needs a
Let's see.
sharp
So
suit
we can
in the
pull
city.
up the map here. And this,
Oh,
is
perfect,
this
yeah.
is nice. You can just jump from checkpoint to checkpoint. So there it is.
There's the
Where
shop.
am I right now? So I'm facing that way.
Yeah.
This is how I go down the street too.
Sparking down the street.
Crazy.
Crazy cap store where you can actually buy different caps and
And
hats.
outfits. And there are general coins that you can get, and then there are coins that are specific to each of the areas that you're in.
The fancy,
Let's see.
the full ensemble.
Hey, we like that. I just want to get that.
I mean, can I get that hat?
I want that. His suit is also very nice.
Nice.
Tenino.
I can. I do have enough. Yes. Please. That's a bargain, I have to say.
Need some daddy coat.
This is casual. It's like an E3 wear, basically.
Look at that! Wow. Cappy's still involved, of course.
Cappy, so you can
Yes.
tell by the little eyes,
Right.
Mm-hmm. Cappy has an expressive eyes. Oh, get
Hey.
riding off to
Look at
work
that,
in this
yeah,
business
let's go.
casual.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Gotta be careful. You can jump in the scooter too. Off of the car, perhaps.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's how I get to
I
work
think
every
there.
day.
Oh yes. Here we can see if we can go up this. Oh gosh.
Oh no. Oh, stunt Mario bike.
I'm sure you're
I
feeling
mean,
some shaking as you're
I
running
am. That is the HD rumble.
Basically rumble as you.
HD rumble.
What's
Yes.
underneath those tarps?
I'm focused on this right now. I can't answer your question.
Oh, you can park
I
here.
found the one parking lot up on the top of this building.
Then you have to go up the
I'm
stairs.
the very first. Me. You see.
He's like very relaxed on the scooter.
Of course he is. He's Mario. No, and this is where we get off.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
A little bit further here. Let's just see what's up here. I like to climb the city.
You do.
I really like that.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Oh, no.
My wall jump. No.
Here's where the dream dies. Reach for your goals, Mario. Nice. Oh,
And
that's-
I really like these because you can kind of flip yourself forward. Like that.
Oh, no.
Wait. It's okay. Oh god.
It's not okay. Oh, no.
Halfway safe.
No.
See.
Can't you port back to that flag?
That's a great point. I tried to show off and it backfired.
It really did.
Yeah.
This is where you have to be more humble
I don't like
with your
that.
game.
Notice I did not flick myself this time.
Right.
Yes, this is exactly. This is incredible right here. Yes. Going all the way to the top.
So
as it turns out, a lot of the shape of the building, the architectural style, it all comes off of the way we were feeling about the character of Pauline. She
Oh.
drove a lot of that.
Who knew that Pauline's such a classy lady? You didn't know when she was getting pelted by Donkey Kong and barrels flying all over the place.
And you can see that's where I started
yeah,
over
this
there and where I've been, and I really like that pool.
Oh, rooftop pool.
I think that might be
That's where you
a nice way to wrap up.
At the end of our trailer for Super Mario Odyssey 83, we had a really awesome song that kind of played along with the new footage we're showing for the game. And it's actually, a song that's voiced. And in the song, they refer to a one-up girl. What is a one-up girl?
What does that mean?
And how do I become one? That's my question for you.
考えるとはどういうことでしょうか。そうですね。
So we also have lyrics that are in Japanese for the song as well, and they're a little bit different from the English in that they take a slightly different tack. They're like, it's more like, how could I become your one-up girl?
Either
So
way,
how could I?
either way, we're interested.
具体的にどうしてなれるんですか? So the whole idea of the song is to really give people like a great energy and vibe and get them pumped up to play the game. And so if you're the kind of person that can give people that sort of energy and get them hyped up, then maybe you have already become a
Whoa! This is the biggest compliment.
ありがとうございます.
Well, this is so amazing
Yes.
to have you here and tell us about the game and getting a chance to play.
Well, I think this is a great
Yes.
place for us to wrap up. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
ありがとうござい
Yes.
ました.
Game is out.
Super Mario Odyssey is out October 27th. Please look forward to it.
Yes, cancel all your plans.
Yes.
You'll be playing this game. Yes, thank you again for being with us today. And remember,
Nintendo Minute is never a minute.
we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.